right now, when you go and watch the Minnesota Lynx right now, you don't only see Nafisa Collier. You can see Olivia Miles. And when you see Olivia Miles, you're going to say, wait, Maya Moore is back? That's where you got to ask yourself, is Maya Moore back? So I'm telling you, go and watch those games. MLS returned yesterday, but I mean, let's be honest. We don't really care much about American football if Messi now play one and the World Cup is over, so they get a long break. But in the region, the CFU Club Shield just begun. I had the privilege, I watched the first game of the tournament. Unfortunately, news broke that Alsace United from Antigua obviously wouldn't be taking part in the competition. That is sad to me because born and grow Alsace. Ask anybody, when Bassa was in their prime, I was only a Ranger Christian fan because of my uncle. I was a Jamie Thomas fan because he was my he's a person I looked up to. Outside of that, Alsace United. So seeing things like this, it hurts. I'm trying to touch base with somebody from the team, Danny Shine, anybody. Obviously, Shine is overseas. Danny say sometime next week. You know how he love run from this radio station. Yeah. But Dublanc played game 1 against St. John's United out of Grenada. Dublanc is from Dominica, and Dublanc is eliminated. I don't think they played a great game. I watched the entire game. The pitch conditions, the field conditions weren't good. I don't know. You can't tell me 22 players can't have on bad cleats out there. Somebody out there have a habba. Somebody out there have to take the game so serious that he had the right equipment. And everybody out there sliding, slipping, sliding. One of the times it caused a head injury for how bad it was. But generally, the Club Shield is up. The Club Shield is, if you don't know what the CFU Club Shield is, the CFU Club Shield is a qualifying tournament for the CONCACAF Champions League. The continental club tournament. But nevertheless, you're locked into the Endgame Sports Show, and as we told you, from last week straight through, until we find every association and every team in the country, we will be speaking on Thursdays to associations, federations, clubs. Don't want to do players on Thursdays. We're finding the next day for players themselves for their interviews. Because when it comes to players, I don't want to interview players in the studio. We want to go be in the players. You can go by the field that they like, their house, anywhere, on the boat, on the drive. That's how I feel with that. But nevertheless, in the studios today is a voice that you've been hearing daily when it comes to the Endgame Sports Show. Mr. Balvin Spliff Anthony, and bring a loser in here, buddy, guys. By the time we reach a cricket Sunday, I go up on the sideline and sit down. Say, boy. Again. But today, Spliff isn't here to mainly speak about the competitions. As he mentioned last time we were here, the tenure of this executive is up. And it was up after, obviously, the season ended. Interested, man. When the season done, you're outside until you get vote back in. Because, they have some association, season done January, and until they pull string all the way to this. I'm sitting today. But, generally, good afternoon, fellas. Introduce yourself first. Get going.
Yeah, well, me first as the loser, as I said. It was a rough year. Nigel Fergus, Buckley Chijes, everybody know Aiko. Yeah, welcome to the listening public.
Let me say good afternoon to all the listeners near and far. Hey, Baldwin Spliff Anthony.
Another loser. Tilt down the hat, man. Tilt down the hat. Yes.
The camera can pick them up.
Yes. Don't worry. Let me see.
Let's say you're entitled to your own opinion, not your own facts. I leave it right there.
So, Spliff. Well, let's before we go into the endgame boardroom. Aiko, one of the persons that obviously anybody that can call anybody, most people can call me E.T. Son because they look on me, right? But most people also can call me E.T. Son because of softball, more than any other sport, more than the football. Because during football days, everybody know how we gonna me back range, So when for my daddy play against Ranji, for my daddy no want me come down the road, cause he know who me back. Ranji first. Everything else after when me younger. So, and volleyball, and so people know me for me, or know me from my mommy, not from my father. But when it comes to softball cricket, my father used to bring me around, make sure I get the playing, and then meet people like Spliff. So Aiko obviously been around for a long time when it comes to softball. Unlucky again. What's the competition? Who won the competitions for the year on the men's side?
Well, what happened for the 10 overs, Strictly Business won that.
What the runner up?
Well, TJ's runner up. TJ's what runner up. That boy is good. No, you have to let the public know. Yeah, so I actually came second in all 3 competition this year. After winning all 3 last year.
See, I hope next year they come third in all 3.
Well, yeah, understand. So, what happened? Strictly Business won the 10 over, and Judges won the 30 over. That's the mecca of all cricket. That's the
yes.
And then Strictly Business won the 20. Yeah, so.
No, the first thing that when Spliff called me and tell me Judges win, right? Listen, all my life of watching cricket. The only thing me ever see Judges win on 6-hitting competition.
Yeah.
So, but then he explained to me, hey, these are some of the people that, play with whatever.
They did some big drafting, big draft.
Speaking about the drafting that they did, right? Picked up the likes of Tanez and T. Willie and so on.
Yeah.
I've always said that it's a good look when you see the players crossing over. So when I heard about Benton playing in the league for different teams, etc., I said, other persons would complain about it, said, oh, well, them a nigga, blah, blah. It would be an honor for me. If I wake up and I see Alzari running in to play softball cricket again, that's something that excites me. That's something that we need.
Yeah.
But Spliff, you're here now as the PRO. Well, yeah, man, you're out till hold the hat, man. You're the outer executive until 3 o'clock today. When the show done, that's when you're out. For the persons who don't know, we play 2 forms of cricket in the country. Mainly hardball. Well, 3, because we play tape ball too, but generally hardball and softball.
Yeah.
So now, and we have 2 associations. We have the Antigua Cricketing Association, which is the hardball team led by Kuma.
Yeah.
And we have the softball team. Now, yes. So tell us who was on the last executive or this one that's phasing out here?
Well, you had the president, Mandy Weatherhead. We had the treasurer. We call it Buck. He has a kind of dreadful name. But everybody know Buck. If you call him right name, nobody can know you. He may occupy the treasurer's position. We had some floor members in ICO. Yeah. You were the floor member. Gail. Manova was what? Secretary. And Natasha was the assistant. And myself was the PRO. We had Binny, who was the second vice president. And I think I'm missing it. Oh, we had Tijuana, who was also a floor member. Who were we missing? Missing anybody?
I think that.
But no, I don't think we're missing anybody for now. But I guess if we missed anybody, when we get back out, we'll know. Somebody will call and rest to what we know. So we'll know.
All right, so the Softball Cricket Association is one of the associations that obviously there's no youth league, so we know they control generally all softball on the official league schedule. Outside of that, what is the purpose of the association?
Adrian, interested. Softball has been around for some time now, go way back to I think Alistair Thomas. He was the first president.
The last time I think they were saying, I think it was something like about 48 years or 48 years or 49 years, something like that.
So I come about think I remember me the young guy that Adrian remember everything. So and then we went through a lot of President Bass, Henderson Bass, go way up to us. We had you know, female in I think Sharon. Sharon, you remember Sharon
Yeah.
Francis?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the shortest member. She was the shortest president ever. I was told she was president for a day. But I do agree. you know, I normally, in life you have the good, the bad, and the ugly. So it has been around for a very long time, and I must admit that it's thinning down. It's watering down. COVID, I think, maybe put a hit to it, and after that, teams, the older ones are getting older, and maybe the time is not there as before. The breeding ground is not there like before. You know, I see all the different gadgets, whether it's cell phone, whether it's whatever gadgets you have,
iPad, this,
is
that.
taking over. You know, the young people. Before time, we could go to the past show there, football, cricket, and we play from night till morning. The mommy bring you like a food and stuff for you, and then you share them up, and you continue to pick a side, pick a side. So with all that, is gone. Then we're looking down the barrel, so to speak, in terms of softball in the years to come, not, what I mean, being there or extinct, God forbid. We'll have to make some drastic changes to see how we can get it going again, because it needs some young energy to start. But I don't know how we're gonna do it. If you ask me how we're gonna, I see might have to start in the school. Starting in the school now. Um, some years ago, in the Swanger Mark used to have a little thing going with the young ones. I can tell you, Kimberly came through that as well. T. Willie, Saturday time, used to have the little thing. And sometimes, if they don't elevate to the hardball, which sometimes they get afraid of, they play the softball. So if you ask me about softball for the future, it's looking a little bleak, but with good marketing and stuff like that, enhancement, hey, you can just make a U-turn.
No, the concern of the softball cricket not being fully in the schools has been something that this show has been talking about for. Listen, we blame with the struggles of West Indies, and we had the likes of Craig Bradford as the captain, and me and Dr. Simon used to speak a lot, and we used to wonder why it hasn't why we have no primary schools softball league. Now, granted, most of the school tournaments are run by the ministry. Sports like maybe a volleyball take full. They kind you can say they kind of take control of of the competition. Basketball, they don't really take control of the competition. The association, however, is still Carlina and Mr. and Mrs. Knight. So in some way, they still have a grasp on the competition. Football. From what I've seen and know, the Football Association and the Ministry of Sports when it comes to football, far apart. Far apart. They try sometimes, but it's far. Uh, Softball cricket is the have the well. What were the plans? Were being the word because of where we are today. What were the plans, if there were any plans, for softball cricket being introduced into the schools, primary school level especially?
Um, Adrian, that's a good question. The way how I see it, it's going to be very difficult because just suppose, Adrian, the association get the green light to go into the school to do softball. The management of the person who is going to do that program is going to be a full-time job for them. It's going to be a part-time, number one. And we're going to have to get insurance for the children. Let's suppose something happens, who's going to be liable?
So in this
So
case,
I'm seeing, well,
in this case, isn't the insurance with the school sports? I've never this is actually the first time I've spoken to somebody that mentioned the word insurance in school sports. Never ever, never ever 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 ever. I've never ever ever in outside the radio next. We spoke about insurance in senior sports and stuff, but I've never heard insurance being mentioned in school sports. So anything you say no, you can stick me up. Because
Well-
I don't know.
But what I can tell you, being a former director at state insurance company, I know for sure we used to sell insurance policies to the children in Jennings, and that would have taken you to school term, a year, for any injury. So whether it be on the field of football, playing in the school, break something, whatever, you understand? That would have you covered. Now, if you're going to play any sports for that matter, I think it's very important that you get a coverage. All right? Some people might say, oh, split for try sell a policy. Oh, it's okay. But the thing about it is that you don't know what will happen. My little godson the other day was running on the field, he fall down, collarbone come out the place. Now, you know what I mean, somebody else could run, block something, you know. So then therefore, it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you pay a premium, maybe a $50 for a year, that's minimal, $100 a year for, you know what I mean, then you kind of have some kind of insurance coverage in case if something happened, then you wouldn't have to worry about, have to go into your pocket and where you're going to find money. You understand what I'm saying, like that? So that's actually one of the thing, the hurdle we're going to have to go through. Because not unless if you decide to take the risk, if you decide to take the risk, the choice is yours as well.
Yeah, so you just give me some homework. The homework that you just gave me just now was to make contact with my good friends over at the Ministry of Sports,
Yeah.
to speak to them and ask them what is the policy when it comes to the insurance of the children that play school league, whether football, basketball, anything. What is the policy? Because that is very key. That is very key. So,
And maybe, Adrian, I could tell you before we go, I was vice president for the Basketball Association, NABA. You know NABA? Dennis Henry.
Yes.
Expect to know.
yes.
He was the president. And we had insurance coverage for the players. Because I can remember losing 2-2 from Joe Christian hit me in the elbow.
Yeah, I think that
And
I think that the teams are insured. I think that the players are insured in terms of the league. I remember signing some. Well, I remember this. Again, this is the problem too. I also play with overs, so certain things normally in place with. So I remember at the start of the season signing an insurance form.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if it was the league or it was my club, but I do remember having an insurance form at the start of the season. But now with since we're speaking about structure and more of the legalities, we have a big problem again. Just realized that problem the other day when football was having elections. Their teams, enough clubs are not in sport.
Yeah.
We've seen the numbers in softball drop
Drop,
in terms of
yeah,
teams and
yeah,
clubs,
yeah,
everything.
Yeah.
Right now, are there any registered clubs with the association, or is it a hey, bring your team and sign up situation? Because we know we've heard about strictly business judges and all these teams for years. But are the clubs registered with the association, or do you guys still just hold a team situation because of the, I guess, lack of teams?
Well, I'm gonna let Aiko take care of some of them as well. But let me answer this one because I think I have a good background in what happened. The Softball Association is not affiliated with
The NOC?
no, not the NOC. Not even the NOC. You gone far. The local association hardball.
Okay.
There's no affiliates. Once there was Vintage, which was from Johnson. We think we got some injustice. We took the association to court. And when we got to the High Court,
We took which association to court?
the Softball Association.
Okay.
And when we get to the High Court, we were told, listen, they're not a registered body, and we can't go no further with this case. So it was a case precedent, and if they wanted justice, they will have to sue all the members in the individual persona.
That just happened the other day with volleyball.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see? So now, because you're not affiliated with a other association, then you'll have to do it with all individuals.
Yeah. Well, AJ, what would you ask if you wanted to have a team for next season? let's say, call it All Saints Pressers. Which,
United Stars, no way.
okay, right? And you would like maybe contact the association and tell them, listen, you're interested in having a team. And you have, I don't think it's that strict like the rest clubs. I mean, in football and
Rest association.
rest
Yes,
association,
yes.
you have to bring bank account and all this. You understand? You want to play, bring your team. This is your team, and this is just how it goes. So you
So-
register up. Your $1,200, register 15 people. You bring your money. These are the names, the Adrian, this, Nigel Ferguson. These are the names registered for this year. Whatever. You come to the meeting, and simple like that.
So that is the current structure.
That is the current structure.
All right. Personally, I don't have a problem with the teams signing in to play as teams, but I do think that the club versus team is a debate that we've had for years.
Yeah.
I remember when you're younger, if you either some people are part of Bassa team, but some people are part of Bassa clubs. But we tend to not understand that clubs need maintenance. So if the association, if the softball association goes to clubs, which I think that you guys should do eventually, we need to see, teams will pay dues, teams are doing this, teams are doing that, because there are many fields around that have nothing on them that can become the home of softball though. But you said they're still not a registered, so softball association, Antigua and Barbuda softball association is still not a registered entity.
Like not up to now. Like for instance, Chijays, Buckley Chijays. That team has formed in 2010. And here what happened is I have a guy named Colpat, Astel Francis, who used to deal with the hard ball. And after a while I realized, wait, no sports star playing, no football, nothing. We can't get in no team in Buckley's. Different from Colin, who
Brought
has
over Young Warriors.
Young Warriors, which Buckley people still consider that is not a Buckley team.
It's not. Technically.
So try to get in a couple of times. All kind of people say, look, I can go to walk you through, this is what we do. And listen, I think that is hell to get in football. So I just leave that. So I decide, watch. What I could do to have something with like a pride coming in with sports play. And I was thinking, and me and this guy named Steady. Just Steady, I think the quickest thing that I can come up with a softball team now. I think at the time we went and we talked to this lady named Cathy Payne. And she said, listen, come at the meeting, we're having a meeting such and such time, and this is what you're doing, whatever. And there's where Chijays
Perform.
yeah.
I remember the early Danny and so used to
play,
Chijays.
yeah, you know,
I remember the early days.
Winston Benjamin.
Spiff and them banging post boy.
Yeah, used to until.
No, because the greatest retire.
Yeah.
The greatest, well, he resigned. He take a leave of absence because he's coming back next year. The greatest take a leave of absence. But again, very interesting to hear certain things, because this now falls back to if it's not a registered entity as an association, it now comes back to how do you protect the quote unquote executive, because you have some people who are they're not executive because they may want to come and deal with the money, and so they go executive because hey, people trust them around the sport. When people trust you, somebody needs to run the show. Somebody needs to be there to make decisions. Now we have situations where obviously money is being dealt with, these things are being dealt with, somebody's being called a treasurer. But if we have a problem, as you mentioned, in the early days when you tried to take the problem to the court said no, they weren't registered. So I do think that if right now, if I'm giving the association in general a grading sheet, not being registered, definitely. And they're not the only association that isn't registered. Because I just learned the other day, and if I'm spreading propaganda, that's my mistake. This is just my interpretation. Volleyball Association is not registered.
Yeah.
So things like that, obviously, I think it comes down to the NOC as well. If sport is being played in your country, you need to know who and where and how the sport is being played.
Adrian, let me just put in a quick second here. One of the problem is, Adrian, you're not affiliated with hardball association, so to speak.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're by yourself. If something happened in hardball now and you play softball, they want to come over for you to discipline the person.
Repeat that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take my time and repeat that.
No, hold on. Repeat that.
Hold
Repeat
on,
that.
I'm gonna repeat. I'm gonna rewind.
Clip this. Clip
One-
this. Oh my, clip this, please.
Yeah, you are not affiliated with hardball.
Mhm.
Okay, but if something happened in hardball and they want the person to play softball, they'll make a request for you to discipline them over there as well.
So you were telling me right now, hardball cricketer, Kendrick Scott
Yeah.
plays for Buckley's.
Right.
I'm hoping not he,
Yeah.
but plays for Buckley's 3Js. Also plays for Empire, I would believe.
I think he plays for us. Used to.
Oh, yeah, he played for All Saints the last
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So if he has, he get them bad out in All Saints,
And knock
the
down the stump.
Pythons and knocked
Yeah,
on the stump,
yeah.
and the disciplinary committee say, hey, you're out for
Six
six
months.
games,
Yeah.
6 games.
Yeah.
And softball starts Sunday, so he said, anyway, me kick and me go and play softball next week. The Antigua and Barbuda, the Hardball Cricket Association, obviously that's
Yeah.
not their name, is coming to the Softball
Yeah.
Association to ask, because you can ask questions now, and so they want you to sanction them,
Yeah.
but they don't want to give the support because
Adrian,
No,
You answer that.
I am saying no. I am saying he has not what I heard.
You're swimming in some deep water. Continue.
I am saying what I am interpreting. I am interpreting that so let me ask a question before I interpret anything else. Does the Cricket Association
No.
No, I remember asking a question.
Continue.
You know more ask, but
Yes.
the viewers don't.
Yes.
Does the Antigua and Barbuda, the Cricket Association, headed by Kuma Rodney, does that association handle help or in any form?
That's a long time now.
In any form, are they associated with the Antigua and Barbuda Softball Cricket Association?
No again in capital letters.
Okay, it's 2:31. We're gonna take a quick commercial break because that one. I'm gonna take commercial break and so in the interview now, but that one deserves a commercial break. We'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. You're locked into the Endgame Sports Show. Do remember, come where are we day? Come where are we day is also a simple thing. You just instead of doing like people like Spliff and so on trying to listen to us on Facebook, you do like my father. You listen to us on WTPmedianetwork.com. That way you can do everything on your phone. You can look from profiles. You can read about the radio station. So remember, come where are we day? Tune in, log in, stay connected. www.wtpmedianetwork.com. We'll be right back.
93.5 FM, WTP.
Sunday, August 2nd, one stage, 2 crowns, and non-stop energy. Inet Party Monarch live at Carnival City. From smooth groovy vibes to pure Sheldon power soca. The biggest artists, the maddest performances, the wildest energy, all in one night. Tickets are only $40. Feel the vibes, feel the energy, feel the rhythm.
Love Carnival so badly. Can't get enough. Welcome to Antigua Mass.
This summer, Inet and Tian Winter are giving away a brand new car. It's the Inet Hello Summer. Entering is easy. Download and use the Inet Smart Home app. Activate any 30-day all-in plan. Zero your postpaid bill, zero your Inet fiber bill, or purchase a face-off ticket, and you're in the draw. Every action gets you one step closer. The more you do, the more chances you have to drive away in a brand new Shanghai Unity. Inet Hello Summer.
Hi, this is Sly the Chief Rock and Jay. Join me every morning, Monday to Friday from 7 o'clock on WTP FM 93.5. Your mornings will never sound like this again.
Are you ready?
Last year, we had a party, but this year, we are back for an encore performance.
Are you ready now?
It's the Long Bay Lager Caribbean Melting Pot. Thursday, July 30th, 8 p.m. sharp. Carnival City comes alive.
Showtime in 5, so let we start it.
With the undisputed king of soca, Marshall Montano. Alongside the soca general, Skinny Fabulous. From Grenada, bringing pure jab energy, Muddy. Antigua's reigning soca monarch, Tian Winter. And the carnival baby herself, Tizzy. Straight out of Dominica, Triple K International. Listen out for a heavy supporting cast. This year is the most epic ultimate encore performance. Early bird tickets are only $100. House of Rhythm, $350. Limited offer. Tickets available on the ticketing app and select ticket outlets island-wide. Feel the rhythm of the Caribbean. Catch the encore performance. Let we go!
For 49 years, state insurance has been more than a promise. It's been a partnership you can rely on, supporting you as you build, operate, and grow your business, allowing you to focus on what matters most. And as you go about your daily routine, State is right there with you. State Insurance Company Limited. 49 years of protection and partnership, so you can live in a better state of mind.
Are you ready for adventure, drama, action, horror, and family-friendly films all under one roof? Enjoy the magic of the movies with friends and family at Caribbean Cinemas with the latest Hollywood releases. Get off your couch. Come enjoy a refreshing soda and freshly popped hot popcorn while enjoying the best entertainment in the best environment at Caribbean Cinemas. For movies and schedules, visit CaribbeanCinemas.com. See you at the movies.
When you're having your big life and want everything go fine, there is one place in Antigua that will help you have good time. Grab on Lakers, Nelson's Dockyard, and that clubs, cause you will see they've got everything for occasion, life and even party. All the very best in Lakers for much less than you expect. Come to Bravo Lakers for the best of time to sure to get. Rum and scotch and vodka, even wines and cigarettes. Cigars, juices, bars and liquors, and we ain't finished yet. Bobby flavor, soda, soft drinks, cool and quick as even scotch. Bravo Liquors in Antigua is where you find it at. Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors, Bravo Liquors.
When I touch the road, don't call me. I'll be too busy dancing.
When I touch the road, I will be making memories with my friends. When I touch the road, I'm grabbing water first, then full speed ahead.
Time to touch the road. Children Carnival is almost here. The costumes are ready, the music is waiting, and we're ready to light up the road. Because Rhythm of Carnival starts with us.
Children's Carnival, July 26. Feel the rhythm.
That's enough, Mr. Narrator.
We'll take it from here. See you on the road.
Sunday, August 2nd, one stage, 2 crowns, and non-stop energy. INET Party Monarch live at Carnival City. From smooth groovy vibes to pure shell-down power soca. The biggest artists, the maddest performances, the wildest energy, all in one night. Tickets are only $40. Feel the vibes, feel the energy, feel the rhythm.
Love Carnival so badly, can't get enough. Welcome to Antigua.
H2O Paradiso. Water, 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 water. H2O Paradiso. You need water, I need water, purified water, bottled water.
Paradiso Drinking Water. Located at Crabs Peninsula, we are open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. from Mondays to Fridays. We are also located on Lower All Saints Road, open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. from Mondays to Thursdays, and 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Fridays. On Saturdays, we are open from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Purchase your empty bottles and get your 5-gallon bottle refills at either of our branches. Paradiso Drinking Water.
Hello, summer. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hello, INET summer. Hello, summer. INET is heating up the summer with these sizzling deals. Sign up for INET Fiber and spin to win up to 100% off installation. Plus, sign up for the Ultra 50 plan and pay only $150 for the rest of 2026. Join iNet Mobile and get a free prepaid SIM with 6 gigabytes. 6 gigabytes. Or go postpaid and get a free Samsung A07 plus 50% off the first 3 months. Hello savings, hello discounts, hello iNet Summer.
Hello.
iNet, hello summer.
Keep your eyes on the road. Keep your mind on driving. Keep your hands on the wheel, as one distraction can steal your reaction. Look out for pedestrians, joggers, and cyclists. Look left, look right. Be aware of vehicles. Drive safe. Drive smart. This is a message from the Antigua and Barbuda Transport Board. For more safety messages, stay tuned or call us at 484-4600 or check us out on Facebook at Antigua and Barbuda Transport Board and on Instagram at transport.board.anu1.
93.5 FM, WTP.
Temperature raging, all through my body sweating. Watch how my body sweating. It's temperature that I get, my muscles aching. Body feel dehydrated, pupils annihilated. Large cannibal fever. You know, the boy Menace XL. Right now you're locked into Carnival Fever on WTP 93.5. Ow!
just trouble me. I did not come in here to talk about any West Indies cricket because, again, winning the 5th game of a 5-game series after being down 3, winning the 5th game of a 5-game series after being down 3-1 is not something that I am. This one. Yes. Better. Is this one still is better? Here.
Adrian, we're on the corner window. On the corner window down.
Yes. So winning a 3-game winning game 5 after you're done down 3-1. That's like the people who celebrate winning. You see how England jump up the other day when they win 3rd place? Third place only count in the Olympic track and field when they get the bronze medal. 3rd place don't count when they come off of a loss. You see, this is out of the Adrian's Book of Sports. Out of Adrian's Book of Sports. When you finish 3rd, if you had to lose a game to get there, lose then win, in a count.
Welcome to the club.
If you're in a 5-people race and you finish 3rd, because me don't see people celebrate 3 out of 4 hole and bronze medal high. No spliff. Context. Me believing in context. But obviously West Indies played against New Zealand the 5th game of the series. They beat New Zealand. What before we even continue with the interview, what frustrated me the most about that game, right, is the style of play. So the likes of Hakeem Agis came out aggressive. Where was that in game 2 and 3? In game 2 and 3, at one point he faced 25 bars and only gone 2 runs. This is the cricket. I keep saying that cricket's for people who can bat. If you can bat, you can afford to soak up the ball. If you cannot bat, you cannot bat. The Kevin Mike can convince me. I did not think that Craig Batwick could bat because Craig Batwick out to too much defensive shots. When you see a man out to defensive shots all the time, he can't bat. Then that's me. And if you say that because me play volleyball, me me say, well, I will hold that one. But in the studios with me, as Icon Spliff, they are here. We're talking about the Antigua and Barbuda Softball Cricket Association. Just before the break, scenario. We had a scenario, and it's a scenario that was very shocking to me in terms of the Antigua and Barbuda Cricket Association, which is who controls the hardball cricket in Antigua and Barbuda. They're no form. There's no affiliation. The only kind of affiliation you can say that they have is that they have some of the players that play boat. That is the closest thing you can call to affiliation. But the associations have no affiliation. Yet, the hardball cricket, the Antigua and Barbuda Cricket Association, the ACA, that's what we use from now on. The ACA still reaches out to the Antigua and Barbuda Softball Cricket Association, the ABSC, to sanction players whenever so when they reach out to them and you guys tell them no, which I hope you tell them no, what happens? Or what happened? Has this been a situation that recently happened?
Yes, and I don't mind discussing it now. Our tenure has come to an end, and we dealt with that internally from the perspective of our softball association. Some was comfortable with it, and I had I want to tell you, I was very perturbed, vocal,
yes,
pertaining to it.
He was.
Wait.
So it was a split. It was a split within the executive.
Hold on there. Spliff, you just say, listen, I may hear the words, but some things only come back after. You just said that some were comfortable with it. I comfortable with it, meaning they were comfortable with the decision made with accepting the suspension?
Yes, Adrian, and let me tell you why I was so passionate about that. I feel like I'm being used. I felt I was being used. You don't want to come and even assist me, give me a box of ball. Okay? You don't even want to give me $1,000 from your budget. You don't even put $1,000 in your budget for me. Okay, nothing. But no, when it comes to the dirty work, you want me to do it. Now, Adrian, I was very perturbed about it. Everybody knew where I stand because there was nothing secretive about my decision. Because anything I stand up to, I will die for it. Because there's no way that because whatever transpired with the young man with hardball and he plays softball, you can tell me about Barney. No, you use me. Okay, and let me tell you now, if that happened and that young man wanted us to get a lawyer and put an injunction on the softball, I think he would have won. I think he would have got to. Because there's no affiliation pertaining to that. And maybe that's what I wanted to look into. Probably, maybe if you have a lawyer and run into a lawyer pertaining to that.
Yeah, no, there are many issues that are happening in sports generally. A lot of players are getting banned for some craziness throughout. Now, within the last year, couple months, next month they make it a year exactly. I was banned from volleyball. Much people don't know. It only when the letter that I got was leaked to the press because it wasn't me. I thought I was the only person that got the letter. One morning somebody called me and said, "Hey, me here on the show, the morning show, Jojo show," and then them say, "You get banned, whatever." But the ban never carry over to. Actually, no, the ban didn't carry over to club sports, or maybe club sports are so far that we didn't get to know if it was carried over to club sports. But you cannot tell me that this works so.
You see what happened? If you had affiliation internationally and you are linked to them, just like FIFA will give our bodies come right down here and give the football $1 million, this $1 million. Then if you're giving that kind of money, me supposed to have some kind of report to give to you, right? So maybe that's why they have a GenSec. And now, you know what I mean, we hear the president and then we get on some sauce now. So then therefore, you work for me, so to speak, because if you can give you $1 million to develop for your sport, you have to come report to me about something. If not, okay, you know what I'm gonna say? You know what structure? You know what nothing? Me keep my money and you keep it. I don't know how far you wanna go. From a small nation. I don't know. But some of these guys now, they want to be judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to the sports and how they manage it, and then they roll with an iron fist, nada.
See, and this is the thing, because me have a bunch of questions here for ask, but that just shift the whole conversation just now because again, I think that we are in a place, we are in a country, and say this without any sorry. We are in a country where a few of the associations think that their sport is the biggest sport in the country. So here, I'll just do our one. You know, we get the most clothes, we do this, I'll get that. And when you look into it, the associations are not as run as good as you want it to. Now, I definitely think that coming from the AC, I can understand the Antigua and Barbuda Cricket Board. Yeah, so the ACB, basically. I can understand why they would want to sanction let's say it's a young player. Me can understand that. You're not playing cricket with me, right? One. But me just, because it's a punishment. Punishment you want to punish the person. So I understand why they reached out. Even if they're not giving you support. Me understand. But then on the other side, this is where I know. So before the commercial break, I had the Cricket Association hardball at fault. No, we can't fault hardball. Hardball do what they think they should do. They reach out. Yeah. That's just like they didn't do anything wrong, Adrian. That's just like the little boy on the road, rude out and go home and tell his parents. And now what his parents do is the situation. So the Softball Association, they upheld the ban. I don't think they should have done that. Because now, on the flip side, should they go back and say, should they go back and say one of these said players did something bad at softball? So, hey, the national, this is it. Because remember, our softball team doesn't have a national team. Let's see. With T. Willie, who's a national team player for the Hardball Cricket Association. Let us say that Dredgers and T. Willie and the Antigua and Barbuda, the Softball Cricket Association has an issue and they ban him. If they go to Kuma and crew and say, listen, we did you this favor. So now T. Willie he's at fault and we are banning him. Can you ban him too? Because and you know, Kuma say, hey boy, I will go leave with competition. No, I have to walk with T. Willie. I mean, nobody can convince me that not gonna happen because that is what makes sense. Because I am not banning my player. Me not ban for my star player. For your fault. We see it in America where a player gets arrested. So now the teams pull away. But that is because of media. More than anything. That is because of the fear of sponsorship more than anything. Sponsorship more than anything. So, I mean, again, I don't like that. We have 7 minutes left, and there are some questions that I want to get into. Generally, I go this one. Let me push one. What would you like to see happen with softball cricket over the next few years, regardless of who the administration is?
More teams. I think maybe I can't say we, but okay, let's put it back on me because I'm here. Go back in the villages and see if you can find somebody in the village like, listen, you can come with a team. Because, so teeth pulling like the West Association to get one team in the association. So, softball to me, I could be one old people sport. I'm gonna say old people sport,
Yeah,
meaning
I mean, it's a
people who don't retire because what hurt plenty of the teams in them right now, honestly. Sunday time, anytime you play with the hardball boys, like the tenors and whoever, you're going to be in trouble. So you need to get one set of man now where can play cricket. It's Sunday time, they're going to play. So I think right now, I don't need to go in the village and find, listen, I man, I do not know, I can come with a team and Sunday time, this way be. And that's the only way me think that this, honestly, can bring back this. Because for right now, how much I have? Six. We're down to 6-man team. And four females. Right now, presently.
In time, be about 20-something man.
Yeah. Well, me kind of come late because me start 2010 and when me come, they had Cracker Jack and a couple other teams. Pacers and...
You had Lion, you just had
Lion Hill, all them and so but right now...
Hatton stuff, plenty team.
I see United Stars out. Yeah, but... we don't know. All over them, so you had teams.
So there were a lot of teams.
Yeah.
And again, this is something that I think that there should be more teams generally. But one of the key things is the big word. There's a one word when it comes to all sports, and thankfully, you always have one thing you're not afraid to do. I mentioned the Honorable EP Chet Green and this radio station, WTP Media Network, as a sponsor. Yeah. Outside of that, because one thing I know when he sponsors well. But what more so outside of the sponsors and the businesses, the sporting authorities now, what kind of support do you need from them to help grow the game?
John, boy, that's a big question.
Outside of the financial part, because I don't know money, but I don't think the Ministry of Sports need to give you an association money for your work.
No.
If you can't give money, what else can you do?
Well,
what else you need?
Well, for me, we would say like helping, like cutting the fields, paint, for mark the field, simple things like that.
Maybe sponsoring some balls.
Some balls. You understand? Because the ball's expensive a year time. You understand? So if anything, I would say trophies, winning trophies, stuff like that.
And look, hey, talking about that, I want to say it would be remiss of me not to say big up to Amir. Because,
for sure.
Anytime, you're kind of on the back foot, you can take up your phone and call Amir. You know what I mean? We need this, we need that. You know what I mean? We have a hand of money. I had this amount of money. My brother, come, and it's done. You know what I mean? I'm more of a big up to Amir. So if I didn't do that, it'd be very remiss of me.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Is there we're 3 minutes away from the executive being out. Mm-hmm. Has there been any talks of election? When is this? When is the AGM? When?
Hopefully, normally it runs close to December.
So the board dormant between now and December?
Yeah, after Carnival. But what do you maybe we can squeeze in this, and maybe because we're planning to have make a comeback and get our. We're planning to do a 15 over. We want to do it at Clear Hall School under the lights.
Over 50.
So we over 50.
Yeah, over 50.
Young picnic.
No problem.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People
The next time I come and talk about that.
According to my injury and them, I can't qualify for
No.
Over 50 class.
Anyways,
would have been a chaos.
Anyways, me want to know the boss. Almighty, right now, the boss. The boss into the gym.
You can't knock no ball, man.
You didn't knock no ball, you knock people. The boss in the gym. So I had 2 shot ball up there. Watch yourself. How much were over?
A Benji, me leg up on you. Last time Benji grab a heel spliff down them fall up now.
anyways, if one listener, I know sure how one listener for sure.
Last time he split for go and bad up all saying up there, Benji leg up on you.
No worry, I'll make him come back.
The one that still hurt more. The one you last
yeah, boy.
Lose now.
Tell you. We can't forget. Yes. So generally, obviously, the guys there, said that they're hoping to have a 50 over, not 50 over, and over 50. So a quote unquote Masters tournament come back. Now, also on top of that, I am tasking the next association find a primary school competition. And when I say primary school, I don't mean the schools. It doesn't have to be the schools. Find somewhere between
to go in the schools.
Yes, because it's needed. Obviously, coaches are going to be a problem because in most of the sports, coaches are the biggest problem. Yes. Volleyball and basketball survive sometimes because they can. Netball survive because they can bring them down to. Yeah, so they can also bring them down to the hub and have training, but it's pretty hard. I do think though that
big up grassroots.
Yeah,
Benji. Yeah. Like Benji might have to help out down or something like
because
this.
Just the other day he had a thing there, and I'm trying to pick a nigga there. So you know what?
Maybe something can tie over. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, so definitely I'm looking for and also I can take a mixed league, you know, because me watch some of the women and bang about some other women that I think they're above the class now. Time for my favorites and then come over and put some lick on them, man, cause
hey, you know one time me play against Gail and I'm going to knock she don't judge the ball look like you go by the clubhouse. So me walk down for deep in front of you and turn back. You know the ball blow back and in a Sasha hands up. He's going to disappear tonight, right?
Tell you. But again, it's 3 o'clock definitely out of time. The softball cricket, softball cricket in Antigua. It's a sport that it brings people together. There's no doubt about it. And in from my recollection, it created the opportunities. It made a lot of players better. A lot of the hardball greats, and as no matter what, Zari can tell her this every time I talk to him. I always make him know. Okay, what happened? Remember them days when they just cross bat and Spliff and Allen them take you up with that. Remember when you just think that speed of everything and they show you that speeding out everything with the wind ball. And that is a part of your career. So we definitely want to thank our guests for being in studios today. Obviously, Spliff, you know you're home. You don't have a light lamp for know that. The Antigua and Barbuda Softball Cricket Association, ICO Spliff, both representatives of teams that finished. You know, let's not say lose. Let's not say losers. Finished second in the Softball Cricket Association. Again, very, 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 very informative. Learn some things that we never learn. And Spliff gave me homework. Go home and find out about insurance within school sports. Who insures you? Is the school or so it is very important to go. So Spliff, again, thank you guys for joining. It was a pleasure. We are basically out of time. Quickly before you leave, anything?
No, I just want to thank you and the Honorable Paul Cheggreen. He was so instrumental being our platinum sponsor for the 2020, and as a result of him, you know, I just want to say hats off, and you know, this is the second time around with our association, and I just want to say, hey, big boss, thanks, and very much thanks, because if it wasn't for you, then we would not be here discussing, you know, the whole aspect of softball 2020. So, hey, we're gonna have a little chit chat with him because we have to have a little presentation.
I'm giving him a word once I'm here in Antigua. I'll try my hardest to make sure that I am there. Even getting speech at the start, something for sure.
You know, I could win 3 in a row. You can't be no loser now. God, let me tell you.
Oh, Spliff.
I want dynasty. Okay.
Spliff.
Anytime you win 3 in one team.
Spliff. Here, pan this endgame sports show.
Yeah.
We go by calendar year. We go by season.
Gigabytes then.
No. We don't have nothing in the archive.
Okay, all right. Look, at that note, I have my hands up
you correct.
and I leave it low.
Yeah, you correct.
You can go tell Judge, me win.
You
Hey, Spliff, you so bad. Remember what I told you the other day? You win the first 2, and that was your mistake. You should have win the last one, because the last one I want to remember. Alright, so definitely coming up next is Pastor Kavasi and the Drive Time Show. Oh my, the handsome gorilla will be in the building. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day at the Endgame Sports Show where we preview the weekend. And remember, people, it's Carnival. A lot of people are in the area, in the city. Hey, just take your time. Just be safe, please. That's all me ask. Me not ask for much. Just be safe.